Alright, so today the video that stood out to us that we're going to put in the description for you guys to check out is Retribution.
Esther.
Esther. It's kind of a little different than some other stuff we've been sending you guys, which is kind of funny and music stuff. This is kind of like a serious.
It's really artistic.
Really cinematic, serious.
Well shot. Well done.
Apparently, it's a zombie short. It's 1 out of 3.
Yeah, this is the first one.
So go check it out. Link in the description.
TeraBrite daily vlogs.
Hey guys, we're in downtown Melbourne once again. I think this is gonna become a thing, you know, since we have to go to the chiropractor on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. It's in downtown Melbourne. So then we're like, oh, we're here already. Let's just
we're gonna be here
around.
on Friday, so we could. It'll be nighttime on Friday, so it might be like a party or something, right?
Yeah, like, and if there aren't, most of the time the Sun Shop has like little open mics. I think they're always on Fridays.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think it might be Saturday. I know it's the weekend, I think, but so
this is really the first time the chiropractor really cracked something in me. After 3 visits.
It's kind of windy for a second. Hold on.
He cracked my back and it went all the way down my spine, which was kind of
Cool.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Something that happens like when I wake up in the morning sometimes that I stretch a certain way. I'm like, whoa.
My back cracks every day. That's a sick painting. This is a freaking. This just. I wish I could do stuff like that. I don't like the frame though. The frame ruins it. But the painting's awesome. What do you think?
Which one? That one or that one?
The heart one with the music. I mean the piano.
Yeah, I don't like the frame.
Yeah, but if you look
the
past.
frame matches the whole.
Look past the frame.
The frame matches the whole place, though, so it's kind of.
Yeah.
I'm about to get a little pissy right now.
What?
A little pissy. Verizon could suck it, okay?
Yes, true.
First of all, they suck. They effed my dad over in the past, which we never brought up, but we were thinking about it. He bought. I'm gonna explain to you the multiple times they screwed us over. Just because they have amazing service doesn't mean that they could screw us over. Because we've been with Verizon for a long time, and it's just their policies keep changing. It's like, oh yeah, we're the big boys. We don't drop your calls. We're so awesome, so we're gonna make everything expensive and screw you over. And that seems what they've been doing lately. Basically with my dad, he bought a one of those hotspot card things that goes through the network, and you can like connect it to your computer and have internet wherever you want on your laptop. And he bought that, and I guess for months he used it, and it absolutely sucked, and it always like went out and it never really worked, and he spent more time trying to make it work than actually being on the internet. And he eventually got fed up with it and brought it into Verizon, and they said that it was a bad one. They gave him a new one and everything was absolutely fine, working the way it should have been. So he felt that he should have gotten that 3 or 4 months or whatever worth of service back, because he was using a faulty device, and that 3 or 4 months of service meant nothing to him because he never actually accomplished anything. It was causing more problems than good. In fact, he wasted more time trying to get it to work than he would have if he just like did some, I don't know, but it was more of a waste of time than anything. So he felt like he deserved to have his money back for those months of service, and they refused, and basically they never gave his money back, and it's bullcrap because he didn't even use it. And they're like, oh well, you use this many gigabytes. Well, that's probably gigabytes of freaking memory that was going back and forth from the device that wasn't actually going to his computer because the device was broken, and it's their fault. So it's their fault. And then this next part is what them screwing me over. Okay, so I have this Droid Incredible 2. I like it, but I want a freaking Droid DNA because I have an upgrade available, finally, and it makes the Droid DNA like so much cheaper than it actually is if you were to buy it straight up retail price or whatever. I would never buy it at the actual price because
it's like 600.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But the Droid DNA is awesome because it has a 1080p screen, I think 2 gigs of RAM, a quad-core processor. It's basically the best phone in the world right now. Like, hands down, no doubt about it. Nothing beats it. And I like to be in that area. You know, I like to have that phone. and I like to be on top of technology. So I really wanted that phone, and so we went into the store, and I was like, listen, I have an upgrade, give me this phone, blah, blah, blah. I'll buy it right now. And we're like, okay. So he checked it, he said, okay, you do have an upgrade, blah, blah, blah. And he said, but I just want to warn you, if you were to upgrade this phone, you lose all of your unlimited data. I was like, why? He's like, because that's the policy that we started on blah, blah, blah date. And I was like, why do I have unlimited data here? He's like, because you bought that phone before we did the policy. So
if anybody gets an upgrade,
from now on, if anyone gets an upgrade, we lose the unlimited data. And apparently I used like 13 gigs of data, which is bullshit. Because I did not use that much data because this phone's always connected to the router. I hardly ever leave the house. So this phone is always connected to the router. I think they're making that number up, first of all. But second of all, he kept saying over and over, if you get this phone, your parents are gonna kill you, like literally kill you. And so that makes no sense to me why for buying a new phone and giving them money, I would lose my unlimited data. Wouldn't you think they'd rather me give them money and buy a phone than not?
We asked why they passed that policy, and he said because people who use a lot of gigs of data or whatever, they want to avoid that.
You're saying people who get upgrades are taking advantage of the phone and using a bunch of data. But I'm not one of those people. I seriously do not use this that much.
How do you abuse the data?
Yeah,
He said people abuse it.
There's absolutely no way I use 13 gigs. Like, what have I ever downloaded through the network with this phone? I don't understand. Everything I've done, I don't even download anything. I might go to a couple websites, and even when I'm doing that, I'm at home on my freaking router. Like, how could this phone possibly be using that much data other than maybe widgets and stuff when I'm not connected to the router? But I don't leave the house that much. It makes no sense to me. But anyways, Verizon could suck it. I want your phone, but you could suck it because I can't have your phone thanks to your stupid ass policy.
It's a whole package in a smaller package. For details, visit VerizonWireless.com/iPad Mini.
iPad Mini is a full package and a smaller package. Here's a quick update on the Verizon thing. I called Verizon directly because I was actually in like a trading phone store that's for Verizon. It says Verizon on it, but it's not actually a Verizon store. But I called Verizon directly and explained to them what's going on. They checked my records and they said before December, pretty much every single month, I didn't even reach a gigabyte of data. And then December hit and I just like started getting like gigs every single day. And they said I used like 4 gigs today, which is impossible because I hadn't even taken my phone out of my pocket other than to call Andrew and Chris. Clearly there's something wrong with my phone. Something's wrong with the network or something's happening that is causing data to just go back and forth from my phone. I have noticed my phone's been getting hot lately, which is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on, but I'm assuming if I were to get a Droid DNA, then that wouldn't be happening anymore because I could probably fix it just by formatting this phone. But either way, if I got Droid DNA, I'd lose my unlimited data and I would have to worry about going over, unlike I have been before. My dad's saying that I should be grandfathered into the unlimited data because that's the reason why this phone has limited data and he doesn't have unlimited data, because they said I was grandfathered in and they gave it to me and not him. So basically I'm going to wait for my dad to get back from some trip he's going to, and he's going to go with me there and explain to them how he thinks it should be. So he wants me to wait for him, basically. Someone's calling me. So yeah, we're just gonna try to fight for my unlimited data, even though I don't usually use more than a gig every day. It's just stupid. I should be grandfathered in, so we're gonna fight for it like next Sunday. I'm gonna see if we can get that Droid DNA in my hands, cause you know, I just want a 1080p screen with a quad-core processor and 2 gigs of RAM. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want that. Right, Beeps?
Right. You silly.
I was gonna try it, but it's really hot. So.
The heck? Why'd you take so long making that? Oh god, what did you put in it?
Well, I didn't use that much. First, listen.
Of what?
First, I couldn't find the creamer. Even though it was right in front of my face. But I couldn't find it.
Your hair looks awesome.
Really? Are you joking? First I couldn't find the creamer. I was looking everywhere and I was like, I gave up. So I would just put like chocolate powder in it. And then I found the creamer and I put that in it, so.
So it has cocoa powder and...
But it only has a little bit.
Creamer?
It only has a little bit though. It might be good though.
Here, let's see what it tastes like.
It's really hot. I burnt myself on it.
Why did you put it in the microwave if it was right out of the coffee pot?
Because I had to pour, I put too much coffee, so I had to pour milk in it and then dump it and pour milk because I don't know, it was stupid.
Why'd you work so hard on this? All I wanted was coffee and creamer.
Because it would have just been straight coffee if I didn't do that. Because I put too much. It poured out too fast.
Oh, that's freaking hot.
You like it?
Yeah, tastes normal. I just got a burst of energy. Let's get stuff done.
That coffee I made Sabrina had instant breakfast and coffee in it. So she's got nutrients, caffeine. She's like ready for the day. Maybe I should make that for you more often.
What if I explode?
Nutrients aren't bad. I mean, there's a lot of sugar in instant breakfast, but I would say no more than the creamer that I put in there. Why is my boxers on your head?
Just edited some new TeraBrite games on the Wii U. We played the Wii U a lot before we did TeraBrite games because like we just didn't hook it up. And plus there was the way we capture ourselves, like in the, you know how there's a camera of us in the corner that shows us? We use the camera and we hook it up to the computer, the Canon 5D, and we can actually see ourselves on the computer, but for some reason once we got Windows 8, it wasn't like updated for Windows 8, so we couldn't do that. And we just felt like it was such a huge hassle because there's only 2 people, but this time there were 3, and suddenly it worked when we plugged it in. Like, it just worked. So that was cool. So now there's gonna be a bunch of TeraBrite games, and I hope you enjoy this episode of DJ and Chris failing a lot. See?
Hi, you're watching the magic of James Wise yet again. I'm going to show you a really awesome card trick. Check this out. I have a deck of cards. All the cards are different and normal. So check this out. We're going to pick any card. Let's say we can pick the Ace of Diamonds. Okay? The Ace of Diamonds goes back into the deck, just like so, and is lost. And we'll give it a little bit of a shuffle. All right? And we have a plastic bag right over here. It could be examined by anyone to make sure there's no magnets, no holes, no slits, no nothing. And we'll seal this bag up, make sure there's no way a card can get inside the bag. And all we're gonna do is place the deck on top of the bag, just like so, okay? I'm gonna spread the cards out, and with just a snap, I can make it appear as though one card, the Ace of Diamonds, appears inside the bag. Bam, just like that. Not only that, but I also want to let you know that you guys just got VL'd.